I'll give it about 30 seconds for people to show up. There's one person. I went to do Periscope, which they washed out many of my followers over there, which is happening to a couple of people. And I was gonna do a Facebook Live, but figured I'd hop on here. Got another person. There we go. There's some people. All right. So last night, I was gonna go to sleep. And then, you know how you're on Twitter and you see something and you go to it and the whole page refreshes? Well, all I saw was abled are idiots and abled are assholes. And I was like, okay, first of all, I hate ableism and I hate separating people from, oh, you're able-bodied and you're disabled. I hate that shit. So I went and I looked into it, and then I posted a whole tweet thread on it, and I got some pushback. I think it's sick to broadly brush any group of people as bad. If you're already, especially for disabled people, excuse me, if you're already feeling like people are against you and like you have to fight for things, the way to do that is not by basically rallying online against them, saying, oh, abled people are this, abled people are that. If you want to fight for your rights, go to the places that are not equipped and understand that you can't change somebody's mindset by attacking them. First thing somebody says to me was, well, how can you say this when you have a petition to change laws and guidelines for the Americans with Disabilities Act? Easy, because that's laws. That's not sitting there complaining about what able-bodied people are doing to you, why able-bodied people are bad. They're not. Some aren't aware of guidelines. Some feel they can't make their place equipped. I want to help them. I want to help them figure out how to do it. I want to help them figure out how to have the money to do it. I mean, 54 million Americans are disabled. $200 billion is supposed to be allocated to us yearly from the government, okay? And that goes for, I'm sure, making places accessible. So we have to figure out where that's going and why it's not going to what it's supposed to go for. We can't completely paint everybody who's able-bodied as bad or attacking us. If you're looking to get discriminated against or insulted, you're gonna find that. And I think people are so laser focused on that that's all they're seeing. They're not seeing the people that would help them. And that's where I come in, because I want not only to make the necessary building changes or infrastructure changes and things like that, I want to empower disabled people to not need the approval or fawning over of anybody. And if acceptance is what you want, constantly feeling like people are against you is not the way to get it. Because you're blaming a bunch of people who don't even know you. That's why I don't like aggressive hashtags and aggressive, like, protests and things like that, because it's not coming to the table with solutions, which is exactly where I feel the petition is going to help, because it's actually coming up with solutions like, okay, buildings need to be accessible. There is job discrimination, but not every job, and you can't just paint every job that way. If you have a problem, the bill that I'm creating takes it right to the people. It doesn't paint everybody as this horrible person that's against the disabled. And that's the danger of those hashtags, because I get it. They wanted to raise awareness. You could have done that with a more positive and less accusatory hashtag. I believe in hashtags. Push past paralysis is mine. Thank you, Bert. I don't think, and I just got accused of, on Twitter, of, well, you can't say that to able-bodied people. Well, you can't say that to disabled people. Well, okay, but I am disabled. And I don't appreciate, and would never do that myself to able-bodied people. I don't appreciate how they're being attacked. There's plenty that would want to help. And I get that people who need aids, they don't get treated properly. Okay, we'll go to their companies and report them. If the company doesn't do anything, okay, then call the news or something. Thank you. But don't paint everybody that way. People know where I stand politically. I don't think that everybody who votes for the other party is bad. Apparently, what doesn't work? Calling the companies? Well, oh, what you just tried. Yeah, because calling companies works. I've done it. I've gotten people fired for just for discriminating against me. That works. And it doesn't accuse everybody. Like, for instance, we got the general manager of Nassau Coliseum fired after 1999 when I went to a show and it wasn't an equipped arena, and they basically threw the tickets in my lap and told me that if I don't like my seats, to leave. We got him fired. But then if you go to another arena in New York, which is my favorite arena of all time, Jones Beach Theater, Nikon Theater, that theater is amazing. But if I were to say, oh, disabled people can't go to concerts because this arena, these able-bodied people at this arena, blah, blah, blah. No, because there are ones that are great. And I personally feel like, as disabled people, the way to empower ourselves is to be willing to help. Because for a lot of these places that aren't accessible or aren't treating you the way that you need to be treated, they're not hearing it or being trained by people in wheelchairs, which is that's part of my bill. I want to be able to go to places and make them equipped and make people more independent. Like, how awesome would it be to not need the aids that are treating people badly? If we can empower disabled people to be as independent as possible where there's not as much of a need. You can't always look at it from a place of oh, so and so, this group of people is against me. We have enough division. I'm not gonna take part of it in that. So yeah, I would have come on last night about it, but it was really late. Like, I wasn't even planning on getting into anything last night at the time that I saw it, but I was pissed. I was really, really pissed. And they're like, oh, we're raising awareness for this. Yeah, you're attacking is what you're doing. It's terrible. And I just want able-bodied people across the internet to know that I am not like that. I'm not gonna accuse everybody who's able-bodied of not caring. Yeah, there's a huge difference in how to approach things. And I am one that likes to raise awareness and likes to fix things. But I would never paint everybody with the same broad brush. I would never accuse everybody of doing something that a small group, in the grand scheme of things compared to everybody in the world, is doing. You know, it's not everybody. So that's all I really had to say. I know it's holiday weekend, a lot of people aren't around. I did try to get on Periscope about this, but I wanted to I've been wanting to expand my reach here on YouTube anyways. So if you are new here, if you do see this later, because I know a lot of people aren't on right now, if you do see this later, please subscribe. You can watch a bunch of my other videos. Please share this. And I will, thank you. I'll stay for a couple of minutes, like another minute, and see if anybody shows up. Oh, hey Sam. Yeah, so I'll wait, see if anybody else shows up. If not, they can watch this back, and I'm gonna see if I have any better luck on Periscope or Facebook Live. And yeah, I just needed to share my opinion on that because it wasn't cool to me at all. Not at all. Alright, I'm gonna jump off here, so hopefully you guys join me over on Facebook, and then you could share my Facebook Live when I go on. Alright, thanks guys.